There are 2 tickets left to the big dance for this 2024 NASCAR Cup Series Championship. Who is going to get them? Let's go here in Martinsville. Truex with Elliott on his flank. William Byron, who has been so amazing in these playoffs, so consistent, sits third. If you're a Denny Hamlin fan, we'll keep you updated. He is up 6 positions from his starting spot.
He's up 6 positions, but on the same straight as the leader. So it's not quite half a straight behind. So the 11 car in the middle of the back straightaway. And the 19 now in the middle of the back straightaway. So it is very close. He's catching.
First caution of the day is out, and it involves one of the potential championship 4, Christopher Bell, who sits highest on the points order coming into this race.
He just got in the corner and the back end of the car came around. He's just loose. Contact with the 51, but not because of anything the 51 does. Watch this. He's just spinning out, and then he collects Corey LaJoie.
Let's get things going again with 45 laps to go in stage 1. The atmosphere here at Martinsville is fantastic, and the teammates are racing each other hard. Down into 3, William Byron, the man who's won here twice in the last 5 races, really takes the fight to his teammate Chase Elliott. And Elliott is not relinquishing that lead, not without a hard fight.
Early in this run, that outside lane can work really well. We actually saw it working on older tires too.
Look at this. A little bit of extra give because it's your teammate.
Noah Gragson and Christopher Bell doing battle. Contact down the back straightaway. It's been a struggle so far for Christopher. He was wanting just a clean, easy race, but he has not got it. And where he's sitting here right now, he is not going to get stage points in this first stage.
Look at William Byron. William Byron's turning up the heat on his teammate. Track is packed ahead. Byron goes on the attack. Byron looks on the inside of his teammate and loosens him up a little bit. Coming to the end of stage 1, well done. The Hemric Motorsports drivers, maximum points to Chase Elliott. As Alan Gustafson says, yep, that's the way to do it. That's the way we wanted to start. Let's take you back to that most recent round of pit stops and watch, in particular, Kyle Larson in the 5 and the 48, his teammate, Alex Bowman.
Yeah, the 48's already too wide. He has to check up. The 5 gets into the back of him. It looks like hard contact. If you were at Michigan or Kansas, you might be a little concerned, but this...
Is that as a result of Blaney getting around Hocevar?
Yeah, Blaney does a nice job of blending out, and I mean, this is just Martinsville. I actually think the 48 does a really nice job not getting damage to his.
The teammates lead the field back to green, Elliott and Byron.
And this is when everybody in the field is in a bigger danger of locking that left front tire up, low air pressure, restarts, pushing really hard on corner entry speed. This is when you have to have some discipline. William Byron taking the lead.
Oh yeah, rocketed off that turn. Look at Blaney, watch the 12. He's rounding up Chase Briscoe. He gained a position on that last round of stops. Now he's going for more on track. It hurt him last weekend. It was gnawing away at him. The fact that he could see the checkered flag, and then Tyler Reddick went all the way around the outside of him to snatch that win and confirm his spot to Phoenix. So Blaney wants to make up for that right here, right now in Martinsville.
It's kind of hard to tell. Obviously, the 31 was going up the banking. It got the 99. I can't tell why the 31's going up, whether he's getting hit from behind or just loses traction. There you go. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, the 2 car.
Yeah. 31 hits the 4, bounces back into the 2, who then gives the 31 a shot. 31 up the track and catches the 99.
That won't be the last time we see that today. Racing hard for track position, but also being smart.
Byron was on the outside last restart. Now he's got the inside line into turn 1. Let's see how it works out for the 24. He's got his nose in front at the moment. Elliott thought about the switchback. Couldn't quite get it done. Chase Briscoe there. Here comes Blaney in the 12. He's got Priest on his inside as he works on Briscoe. Look at this. Look at the 5 of Larson. Inside. Goes inside Priest. You see that white number 11. Denny Hamlin up 25 spots from where he started at the back of this field. What a run so far, Steve.
Following his old buddy Ross Chastain, a lot of history between these two drivers, but currently the one helping the 11 out. He's underneath the 54, has Ty Gibbs up out of the preferred bottom lane. The 11's just trying to be very patient, run the bottom behind the 11, fill this gap, doesn't want to let the 54 back in the line. Pit stop for the 9, anything but smooth. He's going to lose a ton of spots on pit road for Chase Elliott. Comes in, everything looked good, right side up, right front hung, a little bit slow in the right rear. Now the jackman has to come back. You cannot tighten the right rear tire with a car on the ground. He comes back, he jacks it up, tightens the right rear wheel, goes to the left side. A very slow pit stop for Chase Elliott is going to cost him a bunch of spots.
Get the restart right. From last on the grid to looking at a clear track ahead. Denny Hamlin, Bryon Blaney, back to the action. Brad Keselowski tucked in on the inside. Blaney leads him down the backstretch.
See that 3-car, Austin Dillon. Steve just pointed out everybody's tires. He has the freshest tires.
Keselowski and Hamlin going at it. Two multi-time winners here at Martinsville.
And here come the newer tires.
Larson bulldozing his way through. So too Briscoe. He's following him through that open gap.
When I looked up and out the window, it was off the front bumper of the 77. Here he comes. Cannonball.
Oh, that was very similar to the Harrison Burton incident. Into Daniel Hemric, then into Todd Gilliland. The reigning Cup champion leads this field back to green. Blaney to the front in turn 1. Hamlin's tucked in behind him. Keselowski in that bright red number 6 for RFK Racing on the outside.
How about Austin Dillon? A speeding penalty earlier. Great recovery to run here in 4th. The 20 of Bell's been backwards. He's here in 5th. Recovery central at the front of this race.
Keselowski with really good exit speed. If he can get another corner like that, he might can beat the 12 car. Turn 3.
And if an active driver in the round of 8 wins, it's simplistic about going to Phoenix. If a non-playoff driver like Brad Keselowski wins, then we play the points game.
Keselowski wanted so badly to go to the bottom and block Blaney, but he knew he wasn't far enough along to do it. Smart move, because now he clears him on the outside.
I like this Martinsville with the outside lane as an option. Great racing.
Christopher Bell tucks in on the inside of Dillon. Keep an eye on that Mobil 1 number 20. The black car on the inside. There he is. Final lap of stage 2. Well done, Brad Keselowski. Has not won a stage this year, but he has now. The RFK racing forward to the top ahead of Blaney, Hamlin, Larson, and William Byron.
It's trouble on pit road for the 20. Left side goes up. They're going to come drop the jack. They have an issue with the left front. The wheel nut doesn't get on. Close call with the car in front. Everything the tire changer could do, but the 20 had to come back down pit road to put the lug nut on. He's basically the last car in the lead lap. And then a 12.4 second stop, slow stop for the 12, and then a close call leaving around the 77 in front. Watch this tire carry. You want to talk about dangerous on pit road? He runs out there, 3,600 pounds of race car, just catches the tire. Nice job to exit around the 77, but a 12.4 second pit stop just isn't going to get it done. He loses 4 spots.
Let's get ready to get our teeth into the 3rd and final stage. Keselowski leads the field to green. Byron and Larson. It seems almost like they've been glued together for quite a while now, the teammates. Denny Hamlin's in the mix. Alex Bowman there in that purple Ally 48. Bryon Blaney and William Byron tucked up behind Shane Van Gisbergen. Who's going to go which side? Who's going to go where? How much of last weekend is driving Bryon Blaney as he gives Van Gisbergen a shove? How's it going to work out here? Going into 1. Byron's got a clear passage around the outside, and Van Gisbergen drifts up high, opens up the door for Blaney to sail on through. Let's talk more about the 9. Here's Parker.
Right, you guys noted he pitted about 25 laps ago, and then a couple laps after that, he asked Al Gustin what the plan was. Take a listen to the radio.
We're 2 stops and the rest we're going to 1 stop. It's all about passing friction. We got to get by cars as fast as we can. Yep, understood.
All right, so let's set the stage. Alan Gustafson, great update by Parker Kligerman. We're going to two-stop, which means we're going to pit a whole extra time. 20 seconds plus a pit stop. Call it 30, 32 seconds. He has to have enough tire to be 32 seconds faster than everybody else that only stops once. There's enough tire fall off. The math obviously works. That's why they're doing it. Tires.
Oh,
there you go. Bingo.
Oh, Carson Hocevar.
Well, I have a list of guys that probably had him on his list, so we'll see if one of them got him. Big break for Elliott with 46 laps on his tires. The question is, what does everybody else do now? 100 to go, 25 laps on the tires. It's so much more comfortable being up here.
Let's see what happened to the Spire Motorsports driver.
Alex Bowman.
Yep. Oh, we got a tire rolling down the middle of 3 and 4. They're going to have to call this caution off. There's a tire bouncing somewhere.
Sure is.
On the racetrack.
Oh, Josh Berry almost hit
It's off the right front of the 8. NASCAR should absolutely see this. I mean, it's been rolling for quite some time.
Who does it belong to? Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch, the right front of the 8 came off going down into turn 3.
The 5 of Kyle Larson, the 24 of William Byron. Here we go. Watch Chase Elliott, that blue and yellow Napa Chevy on the inside behind Austin Cindric. Then the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Then Ryan Blaney fuming inside that helmet in the 12 up on the high line.
Just let's not lose touch of the tire difference. Remember the 5, the 24, older tires, the 2 as well. Mixed bag of tires at the front of the field.
Let's take you inside the world of the 24 as he gets passed by Ryan Blaney. Have a listen.
Ultimately, it'll be okay to lose one to Blaney. I don't see anything else coming. It's fine. It'll be okay to lose one to him as long as we don't lose a bunch more.
That's exactly what Steve and Jeff were just saying.
That's great leadership by Rudy Fugle saying, he's not the one we want to park in front of. He has to go win this race.
You lose one more, not 2.
That's Rudy Fugle telling William Byron, you can lose one more, but not 2.
So that means he can get passed by Hamlin, but not Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon, though, is only a second back.
Look at this. Elliott hits his teammate, gives him a little nudge, tries to loosen Kyle Larson up, and enough to get up alongside him into turn 1. New race leader, Chase Elliott's there.
Watch the board. Look how much it changes the leader. Who can make the playoffs and who can't.
And Blaney is there. Blaney knows that Larson's vulnerable. He gives him a shove, gives him another shove. This is for a championship to get to Phoenix and fight for a title. And the Team Penske Ford is through. And Larson says, you want to drive me like that? I can do the same.
That's what Chase Elliott wants to see. He wants these guys battling it out.
They're both winners here at Martinsville Speedway. 15 laps to go to determine what this championship 4 looks like next weekend.
Blaney with big corner entry speed. Big high arc.
Look at this. The disappointment a week ago in Homestead Miami Speedway when Tyler Reddick went right around the outside. Now he gets on the inside of Chase Elliott. And again, another new race leader. Elliott's trying to fight the best he can. Truex and Suarez are up ahead, but the Team Penske Ford is in front. And Hamlin gets by William Byron.
So with that, the 9 car out below the cut line. The only other car now, Byron, 1 point in front of Bell. Can Byron hold off Austin Dillon? Byron's playoff hopes are the last 13 laps holding off the 3 car. See what kind of patience Keselowski has with the 2 too wide in front of him.
There's a little push and shove going on there for that final, getting to this final lap. There's half a mile to go for Ryan Blaney. The reigning NASCAR Cup Series champion is going to have an opportunity to defend. Last week at these 2 corners, 3 and 4, he lost the lead and lost the chance. He lost sleep over it. Ryan Blaney's not losing anything here in Martinsville. He wins and is going to Phoenix. That was a determined, savvy drive. And look at that, right at the end, Christopher Bell drives his way in as well. Right at the very end, look at Adam Stevens.
I think the 20 past the 23 coming to the line for the 1 point that he needed.
This is it. Watch this, the 23 and the 20. He went for it, almost lost control, hits the wall, drives off the wall, sort of Ross Chastain-esque.
There's going to be a lot of conversation in the NASCAR Tower about the entire finish of this race between all the cars racing for points, but what a drive by Blaney.
My goodness. We've got a decision. We've got a decision. Christopher Bell will not be going to Phoenix. Safety violation. Riding the wall. It's against the rules. William Byron has been confirmed as the 4th and final position.